everyone. Welcome to the meditation station. Thank you for joining me today. It's Heather at Little Lotus in Ferndale, Michigan. And spring is coming up upon us this week, and along those themes, I wanted to do an emotional spring cleaning meditation with you today. So spring is often a time of new beginnings. So it's a time where we want to work to clear out the clutter and make room for things that we do need in our life, get rid of the junk. So we often do that with our homes, but not as often with ourselves, our minds, and our bodies, where we do tend to accumulate things over time. So we often hold on to things, either out of comfort or, we push things away that we don't want to deal with, and they tend to get stored up in the little nooks and crannies, of our bodies, of our minds. They kind of get tucked away. So that can lead to an accumulation of a large load of emotional toxicity or even emotional repression. So it is very helpful to go through a clearing process such as this to kind of tune into and identify certain feelings and things that may no longer serve you, so you can push past that and release and let those things go, so you can make room for new things that you do need in your life. So I want to share this with you today. I find it very beneficial, and since spring is upon us, I want to share this with you, and I hope you enjoy and get a little bit of leave feeling a little bit lighter and ready for new things in your life. So what we want to do before we start any meditation is find a nice comfortable seated position. If you don't feel like being seated, you can certainly lay down, sit in a chair. I'm sitting on the floor, and I'm on a few yoga blocks. So I'm sitting on a yoga block, so my pelvic bowl is tilted forward, and I have 2 yoga blocks underneath to rest my knees on here. They have a kind of nice little supporter on me because we're going to be here for a few minutes, so we'll make sure we're nice and comfortable. Maybe loosen any restrictive clothing, and just be able to kind of melt into where you're at, settle into your body, where you won't be distracted, by any pain, physical sensations, anything like that. So take a moment to get comfortable, and then we can start on our emotional spring cleaning meditation. Once we're in our seats, there's a few different things we can do. A lot of times with meditation, we use what's called a mudra. You've probably seen some of these that you're familiar with. There is the wisdom mudra that I'll offer you today. And what those are hand gestures that act as an energy seal that help cultivate the prana, or vital life force energy that resides within us, especially within our breath. And this helps to activate that and just tune you into a different part of yourself and kind of bring the meditation to a new level. So I'll offer you to use that, and you certainly don't have to. There's the wisdom mudra, where you take your forefinger and your thumbs and you just hold them together. You may all be very familiar with this mudra here. And what we do with this is typically place the tops of your hands on the tops of your thighs if you're sitting in a cross-legged position. If you're laying down, you can just open them up to the sides. So wherever you're comfortable. And if you don't feel like using a mudra today, then you can simply place your hands in your lap. You can leave your palms open to the ceiling. This is open for receiving. You can place the palms down, which is for grounding. So whatever you feel like you need more today, just go ahead and just get comfortable, okay? So once we have our comfortable seat, I'll allow you to either soften your gaze or close your eyes as we begin to slowly turn the focus inward. So with meditation, it strengthens the relationship between the mind and the body. So we're working to make a mind-body connection. All too often, we spend our days on kind of an autopilot, never really being in the present moment and really being just with and within ourselves. So we're going to start to turn the focus inward. taking notice of the natural inflow and outflow of your breath. Not making any changes to it, not making any judgments, but just simply taking notice. How does your body respond to the breath? Is it shallow? Is it deep? So we start to settle into our bodies. Just feel the connection of your sits bones to either the earth beneath you, the chair, wherever you're at. Just feel that connection and that grounding support beneath you. And give yourself permission to just start to settle into yourself, into your body. As we start to slowly deepen our breath. So maybe taking inhales for the count of 4. And then exhale for the count of 4. We cultivate this nice, even breath in and out. We typically only use about 30% of our lung capacity in everyday breathing. So feel where your breath is coming from. Notice how your ribs and your chest expand as you inhale in. Work to draw your belly out as you draw the air into your lungs using your diaphragm. So really pushing your belly out on the inhale. And notice the exchange that takes place as you breathe. So notice the cool, crisp sensation of the air as you draw it into your lungs. And notice the warm, moist air as you exhale out. Let's take a few moments here just to focus on cultivating this nice, steady, even breath in and out. We start to do a scan of the body, so see where you might be holding any tension. And as we breathe, just start sending the breath to those areas, giving them permission to relax and soften. Maybe feel your shoulders start to slowly fall down away from your ears. Allowing your hips, your back, everything to slowly soften, relax, and kind of settle into itself here. So we get ready for our emotional spring cleaning meditation. So today, working with this spring cleaning, we might just start to tune in and hone into one certain emotion, you know, that seems to bubble up to the surface. We're not going to clear out the whole house today. We're just going to start with a closet or maybe just a drawer that we haven't attended to in a while. And see if we can clear some of that out using our breath. When we accumulate and repress these negative emotions, they oftentimes manifest physically. That affects our health. So anger, fear, anxiety, which is chronic fear, depression, all these emotions can manifest physical sensations such as weakness, sleeplessness, tension, high blood pressure. So it can wreak havoc on our physical bodies and really take a toll if we don't learn to deal with some of these things tucked away and hidden within ourselves. But if we learn to use our breath and to really feel them, letting them flow through us without tucking them away, it'll eventually lead to release and an increased emotional well-being. So we're using our breath, we're creating that nice even breath in and out, in for the count of 4 and out for the count of 4. So we're making that mind-body connection, we're tuning into ourselves, seeing where we're holding tension. And just notice if anything seems to be bubbling up to the surface that's resonating for you emotionally. Something that maybe you've wanted to deal with but have put off or just tucked it away. You know, if anything that you know that just no longer serves you, just start to identify that emotion within yourself. Let's start to breathe into the area of the body where you feel this emotion. Where does it resonate? Where does it settle? Just work to identify with it. Keeping that nice even breath in and out. We want to work to really feel these emotions in this meditation. But it's important not to criticize and not to judge. It's impossible to accept unwanted feelings. So until we can simply allow and acknowledge these emotions, they will simply just persist and stay hidden and tucked away in the corners of ourselves. But we can use this clearing process with our breath to learn to make peace with these emotions. And our feelings have feelings, so they know they're unwanted and they're going to hide and want to stay where they're comfortable. So let's stick with this emotion in this area of our body where it seems to manifest, where we're holding on to something that no longer serves us. We now have this nice even breath in and out, and we use that as the clearing process. So as we inhale, we draw in things that we need, and as we exhale, we use that as a release to let go of what no longer serves us. Cultivating sympathy for this emotion that resides within us. And instead of judgment, we offer it compassion. So it does reside within ourselves, so it is a part of us. But as long as we don't come at it with fear, we come at it with love, we can identify with it, we can make peace with it, and we can give it permission to let go. So using our breath, feel the breath wash over you, kind of like the tides of the ocean. Feel it just wash over you and then recede, almost as if it's washing away this negative emotion or something that's no longer serving you. Maintaining that connection with your sits bones to the earth, feeling that nice support beneath you. Knowing that we have nowhere else to be and nothing else to do but be in this space to work on our breath and work on our practice. Oftentimes it's useful to imagine peeling away the different layers of ourselves, just to get down to the true center and the core of who we are. And you shed those labels that you carry around with you day in and day out. So we sit with ourselves, we sit with our own breath, our own bodies, our own minds, our own spirits. When we sit with our practice, we're not coworkers, we're not mothers, daughters, fathers, friends, okay? It's just us, where we can really be honest and really get in tune with who we are, how we feel. And take that time to do that clearing and get through that process so that we can have a better emotional well-being and be more comfortable in our own skin. So continue to use that breath and let it wash over you. Let it just start to wash anything negative away that you want to release today. And just use that breath to just simply start to let things go. Use this release and start to let things go. We open up ourselves to new layers of love and acceptance, not just for ourselves, but for people around us as well. But again, being supportive, not coming at any part of this practice with judgment. Not coming from a place of fear, offering that compassion for that part of yourself. And if it's not serving you, then it's okay to give it permission to move on and let it go. We'll take a few moments here to just use our breath to finish this clearing process. Just use your in-breath and out-breath to draw in what we need, and exhale to just let everything else go and release what no longer serves you. you find yourself distracted by intruding negative thoughts or physical sensations, just return to the breath. That nice inhale for the count of 4 and exhale for the count of 4. Focus on that area of your body where you feel this emotion, and just imagine that release and just letting it go and see it dissipate in the air and just kind of disappear. Just notice the breath start to get easier. Maybe you start to feel a little lighter with this process as things start to slowly lift and let go. Clearing out that space, all that clutter that's accumulated over time. Use your breath to create a nice long line of energy from your roots all the way up your spine through the crown of your head. Just drawing you nice and tall. Just take a few more moments to use the breath to finish this clearing process. Just washing away all those things that no longer serve you. Sometimes it requires a little extra effort. Just take a moment to kind of mentally scrub out those stubborn spots. seeing those things that you no longer want to carry with you on a daily basis just start to slowly recede and fade away. Like spring cleaning, we attend to our physical space with care. We learn to let go of what we no longer need. We start to organize, create space. A space where we can feel more relaxed and carefree, less stressed. And more importantly, that our homes, our bodies are our temple. So take the time, allocate some time within your day to attend to your dwelling with intention. Working to cultivate an environment that you desire to dwell in. If you'd like, you can bring your hands up to your chest in prayer position or Anjali Mudra. Eyes can still remain closed here. And we'll take a moment just to reconnect with the solid foundation beneath us. So feel that support beneath you. See if it feels any stronger that you worked to cultivate on your own today. Now again, tune into your body. Any of those areas of tension, any of those emotions, do we create any more space with our breath today? Take a moment to thank yourself for taking the time to sit down and work on this practice for yourself. Knowing that anytime you need it, you can come right back here and go through this clearing process and start to release things that no longer serve you. Just take a nice cleansing breath together, in through the nose and out through the mouth. One more nice deep breath in and let it out. I hope you feel a little bit lighter today, going through this process, a little bit of emotional spring cleaning. Taking time to attend to your own dwelling and giving yourself room to bloom in this new spring season. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me today. Namaste. Thank you so much. That was wonderful. I hope you took something away from it. And please remember that I do have a weekly meditation group here at the studio in Ferndale on Sundays at 11 o'clock called Shift Happens, where we all meet here in this space. It's donation-based only. And we work on things like this every week. So different breathing techniques, different topics. So it is donation-based only. So please feel free to drop in anytime. I would love to have you come in and share this space with all of us. And enjoy the rest of your day. And I hope to see you soon. Thank you so much.